Hey there, today I want to show you a creative way to reduce your anxiety by making your own reverse coloring pages. So we're going to need cardstock, watercolors, and micron pens. The first technique we're going to use is wet on wet watercolor. So we're going to moist our paper with either a spray bottle or a clean brush. I showed you the two ways right here. I'm also wetting my watercolors to activate them and just have the paint flow even better. As you can see, I just touch the paint with my brush, and once I put it down on the paper, it moves because the paper is wet. I chose to do simple floral designs, but honestly, you can paint whatever you can think of because it doesn't really matter. Once the paint is dry, it's going to look very different, and the painting is going to make for a great page to reverse color. I found that reverse coloring helps with my anxiety a lot when I cannot hold my meditation practice, so I thought maybe I show you how to do this. It's a creative way to reduce your anxiety, and also it can help you test drive the reverse coloring process without having to purchase the book. So you can try it and see if, like me, it works and it makes you calmer. So now this first page is done, and as I told you, it dried super differently. The flowers are not defined, and it's really cool to reverse color. Before jumping in the lines though, I want to show you another method to create your reverse coloring pages, and now we're gonna do wet on dry. My watercolors are still pretty soaked from the last page, so I just went in and drew a bunch of hearts, and I just chose to do them rainbow, like a rainbow gradient, because all of the colors are activated. I also, for whatever reason at that moment, decided not to fill the entire page, but just do this like diagonal. And I don't know, you just have to do whatever you feel comfortable and relaxed with. Don't think about it because really it's not about the art, it's about the process and feeling good with yourself. So this is my second page, and this one actually dried faster than the first one, I guess because the paper's not wet, I don't know. So I'm going to show you how to reverse color with this one first. You can check my other videos on reverse coloring for more ideas. Today I'm just going really basic to show you the project from beginning to end. And I chose to outline the shapes of the watercolor, and I'm going to do it on the inside as well. This is my favorite way to start reverse coloring for anxiety because it really puts you in the perfect place where you're not really thinking, just following the lines and the shapes, so it's really easy and you can breathe through it. Once I had the outside and also the inside spaces outlined, I chose to mimic one of the lines to make this whole shape look like it was thicker, I guess. I don't really have a reason for this. I just do the first thing that comes to my mind and that I feel I can play with. I'm just doing lines, so normally mimicking or replicating a line that's already there, it's super simple and it flows nicely. Once that was done, I filled the spaces with a lot of vertical lines to reinforce the sense of depth, I guess. And that's my first page. And as you can see, it's not like the most wonderful work of art, but it served its purpose and it's also nice to look at. Now for the second one, where all the shapes are just blurbs, I went ahead and did the same thing because this is an easy mindless thing you can do, and I outlined all of the watermarks on my paper. Once I had outlined everything that I saw at first, all the blank spaces, I chose to give it a margin with a ruler. I don't know why, I just flow with whatever I want to do. And then I went in with another pen and I just mimicked the lines that were there because it's really key for this to do repetition or, flowy, continuous lines that you don't really think about. And I just, as you can see, I just jump from whatever place I want to and I'm playing with it. And the good thing is I really don't care if this gets quote unquote ruined because there's no way. And because I know I can make a lot of more other pages of paint blotches anytime I want. As I said before, you can check my other reverse coloring books, and for this one I'm just gonna I'm gonna jump to the end and show you how I just filled the whole space with lines. I did decide to do some straight lines there, fill the spaces, and you could even continue with the same page, and like I did in those parts, you could fill in the spaces between the lines with smaller lines or with texture. It's just about being in the moment doing something without really thinking about it, just enjoying a creative process. And you know what, I also wanted to show you, you can have the pages like this. You can have loose pages, and then if you really love one, you can frame it, you could do whatever. Or you could also have a nice little sketchbook, which is something I'm trying to have because it's really nice to be able to carry the practice around. Like if you're on a trip or whatever, you can buy some cheap watercolors, like a tiny set, and just do it in one of these books. All you need is watercolors and a micro pen, and you can play and enjoy the benefits of this artistic and mindful activity. And also, once you have a lot of these things and maybe you don't want to hang them around your house, you can use them to make cards or tags. I'm going to show you with this one and a clear glass. I chose a part that I liked. I drew a circle around it, cut it, added a piece of string, cut a little hole, and it's a perfect and cute little tag. I just thought I would show you what you can do with all this beautiful artwork that you're gonna make kind of unintentionally, because this is just the product of you finding a mindful activity that I know is gonna help with your anxiety as much as it does with mine. Don't forget to check my other videos like this one if you want to see more on how I reverse color. And if you like this video, please consider liking, commenting, or even sharing, because it really helps my baby channel to grow. Have the most wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye!